Hey, how's it going? Welcome to this week's Gamezo recap. I'm your host David. Now let's get stuck straight into the news. Now both the Xbox Series X and Series S have finally been released. It has been a long wait since their announcement, but the next generation of Xbox consoles have launched globally. Although they may be lacking on launch exclusive titles, there's still plenty to play on the new consoles. Most notably, Xbox Gamepass just got a whole lot better. This week saw both EA Play and Disney Plus bring further benefits to Game Pass subscribers. Now EA Play was formerly known as EA Access. It's a pre-existing subscription service that brings games like FIFA, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Rocket Arena to Game Pass subscribers at no additional cost. Game Pass subscribers can also now grab a 30-day Disney Plus pass for free with their membership. Disney Plus is home to all things Marvel, Star Wars and includes things like The Simpsons. It's well worth taking advantage of. Now speaking of Xbox, the head Phil Spencer has denied reports that Microsoft Studios is looking to acquire numerous Japanese-based studios. Earlier this week, a Bloomberg report suggested that Microsoft had been in talks with several Japanese studios regarding acquisition. No studio was specifically mentioned, but the previous acquisition of ZeniMax and Bethesda could suggest that some of the biggest names in the market might be on their hit list. These could include Konami, Capcom and Square Enix. Now Square Enix has recently reported severe losses regarding their Avengers title, with supposedly 96% of their initial player base abandoning the title. Could they be looking to recuperate under Microsoft's wing? But apparently not, because Phil Spencer has came out and denied that they are looking to acquire any studios. However, this could all be smoke and mirrors. It would definitely be a big deal for Microsoft to get a Japanese studio. The Xbox One flopped in Japan super hard, with some weeks only selling single figure units. If Microsoft want to regain some market share in Japan, they really need to do something big, and acquiring a top Japanese studio like Konami or Capcom would definitely be a way to do it. Now in other news, Assassin's Creed Valhalla surprised everyone with its popularity in the wake of the Xbox console launch. Ubisoft has stated that the Viking themed titles had twice as many players on launch day than Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The exceptional player activity is predicted to continue as sales of next gen consoles increase further when they become more available to retailers. It's also worth noting that this figure was released before the game was released on PS5, which will undoubtedly build on the success. Now staying with Ubisoft for a second, there were reports of a hostage situation taking place at Ubisoft Montreal earlier this week. Last Friday, reports began to appear that a hostage situation was ongoing at Ubisoft's offices in Montreal. Several people shared personal reports of employees hiding under desks, and there is footage of the employees barricading themselves on the roof. Local news station NBA did report throughout highlighting the heavy police response to the threat. However, after investigation, Montreal police are treating the 911 call as a hoax, as no threat has been identified for now. Now into the world of esports, we have two big stories coming out this week. Now first up, Perkz has reportedly agreed to join Cloud9 from G2 for the 2021 LCS season. The Croatian mid laner is one of the best at what he does. According to sources, Perkz' buyout clause is just shy of $5 million, and is one of the primary reasons any transfer has taken so long. Perkz joins a Cloud9 team that has spectacularly failed to reach Worlds after winning a near-perfect LCS spring split, only losing once in the regular season. Can Perkz bring them back to glory? The other big esports story this week is that the Green Wall is back. Hector Rodriguez has reacquired the OpTic gaming brand and is rebranding the Chicago Huntsman CDL team to reflect this in the 2021 season. After ICG sold their CDL spot to 100 Thieves, who entered the foray with LA Thieves, it's good to see an OpTic gaming team back in the league. In a press release, he said, "OpTic gaming has always been a part of me and I am glad that it has finally returned home to our fans. Last CDL season, the Huntsman finished 3rd overall. With the iconic branding of OpTic and H3CZ at the helm, can they push for the top in 2021? Now to finish up the news, let's talk about PlayStation. Now earlier this week, the PlayStation 5 was launched in the NA region. While fans like us in Europe have to wait another week, the world has had an exciting look at all that the PS5 has to offer. Most notably, there's a lot of praise for the DualSense's haptic feedback and reactive triggers. What's surprising though is that some PS4 games are reportedly compatible with the DualSense despite previous reports that say otherwise. Both The Last of Us 2 and God of War both utilise the new features of the PS5's DualSense controller while running as backwards compatible games. There's currently no news on whether these are getting upgraded versions on the next gen console, but they are both part of the PS Plus collection, so maybe that explains it. There's a lot more to talk about in regard to the PS5, but us here in the UK have to wait until next week to get it, so make sure you check back then because we'll be covering it in a lot more detail in next week's recap. But that is going to wrap up the news. Is there any stories that we missed out? We'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you go and enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button. Also follow us on all of our social media platforms, and don't forget to check out gamezo.co.uk for the latest news and articles. My name is David. I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys next time.